Need tickets to that next event? Well, at 12 Ounce Sports, we've got them with soccer anywhere in the world. Tickets to any venue, any sport. Want to go to NCAA or NFL football matches? We've got them.
Yeah.
Baseball at every level. Every Power 5 matchup is available. Don't forget, costumes and paint are optional. What's that? You want to go to Broadway? We have those too. Want to jam out? Every concert, every artist. That's right, at 12 Ounce Sports, we've got the tickets for less. 12ozsports.com/tickets. That's 12ouncesports.com/tickets.
Welcome to MyBookie. You're ready to create an account and start making money, and we're here to help. And remember, you can get a bonus of up to $1,000 on your first deposit. Now you're ready to bet. Just go to mybookie.ag, visit the sportsbook, click on your bet, and input the amount you want to risk or win in the bet slip. Yes, it's that easy. Just remember, at MyBookie, you play, you win, you get paid.
A Merry Christmas, a Happy Hanukkah, and a Happy Kwanzaa as we join you live in downtown Milwaukee on the campus of MSOE for this afternoon's Division III women's matchup between the Raiders of MSOE and the Yellow Jackets of UW Superior. I'm Don Wachillas. Thank you so much for joining us this afternoon on GoRaiders.com. As we noted, this afternoon's game heading then into the holiday season. So a little bit of rest for both teams on the other side of Christmas. It will be the Raiders. They're going to be heading to Greencastle, Indiana for the Hassey tournament. They'll play on the 29th and 30th of this month. And then they're back home here at the Kern Center as we get knee-deep into NACC play. They'll be taking on Lakeland. That's a 7 o'clock start. Wednesday, January 8th. If you can make it down here, by all means, please do. But we'll have it for you right here on GoRaiders.com. Tonight's pregame being brought to you by Ian's Pizza, which specializes in affordable craft quality pizza. They create exciting recipes incorporating the finest local ingredients and aim to make the best NY-style hand-tossed pizza to hit your taste buds. Ian specializes in a wide variety of old school and original pizza combinations, all available by the slice or as a whole pie. Stop by their downtown location, 146 East Juneau Avenue, or order online for delivery at ianspizza.com. The Yellow Jackets roll into the Kern Center 3-7 on this young season. They're 1-3 away from home. Let me check that. They're 1-3 at home, 2-4 when they go on the road. The Yellow Jackets are in the midst of a 4-game losing streak, which they hope to end here this afternoon, averaging just over 61 a game and 35% from beyond the arc. The Raiders 4-4 on the year, averaging just over 57 a game, hitting 37% from the field and 27% from be on the arc. Both teams are wrapping up, and have wrapped up, I should say, their pregame shoot-around. Things getting set here in a moment, as we always do. We will send it courtside to Mr. Kevin Fisher. Mr. Fisher will get us ready for the playing of our national anthem, and we'll keep it there with Kevin as we'll get the introduction to this afternoon's starting lineups. Again, it's a non-conference Division III women's matchup this afternoon between MSOE and UW Superior. The next voice you hear will be that of Mr. Kevin Fisher.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the fabulous MSOE Kern Center and the Edgar Hodgkin Arena for today's women's non-conference basketball matchup featuring the Yellow Jackets of the University of Wisconsin at Superior, your MSOE Raiders. Now, before we meet the starting lineups for today's game, those of you who aren't standing already, please rise, and to honor America, here is the playing of our national anthem. Starting lineups for this afternoon's game. First, for the Yellow Jackets of UW Superior, the guard, a 5'10" senior from Black River Falls, Wisconsin, number 3, Katie Dobson. The forward, a 6'3" sophomore from Plain, Wisconsin, number 11, Charlotte Kirsten. The guard, a 5'7" junior from Somerset, Wisconsin, number 12, Mackenzie Leashot. Forward, a 5'10" senior from Beers, Minnesota, number 21, Emily Taylor. And a guard, a 5'3" senior from Ewan, Michigan, number 22, Elise Passanen. Head coach for the Yellow Jackets is Emily Carpenter. Now here are the starters for your MSOE Raiders. Guard, a 5'8" sophomore from Green Bay, Wisconsin, number 1, Aaliyah Butterbrot. And forward, a 6' sophomore from Noblesville, Indiana, number 21, Danny Mendez. And guard, a 5'10" sophomore from Chandler, Arizona, number 24, Milena Hill. And forward, a 5'11" freshman from Frankfort, Illinois, number 32, Lana Curley. And a guard, a 5'6" junior from Parkridge, Illinois, number 4, Mahima Chakshi. The head coach for the MSOE Raiders is Hannah Treese.
And there you have it. Those are this afternoon's starting lineups as we get ready to go. Tonight's opening tip being brought to you by Nike. MSOE is partner, he says 5 times fast, with Nike for all their athletic gear. See what they have to offer. You go to NikeTeam.nike.com. Man, for a business that is as profitable as Nike, could we shorten up that .com URL, for goodness sakes, as Superior now is on the floor. They are in their road black uniforms trimmed in yellow, and MSOE, as always, will be in their home whites. Charlotte Firstall sits at the center circle. She'll do the opening tip honors for the Yellow Jackets, joined now by Danny Mendez for the Raiders. Big shout out this week to Mahima Chokshi, who was the NACC Player of the Week, and we'll talk about that a little bit more as the game progresses. And we are underway here at Edgar Hotchkin Arena in downtown Milwaukee. Not a bad day considering it's December and heading into Christmas, and we'll get a travel call as Emily Daler took an extra step before executing the dribble. Emily Carpenter having a discussion along the sidelines with the crew and what she saw, but nonetheless an empty trip to start things off for the Yellow Jackets. It's Mahima Chokshi between the circles. Goes into Mendez. Danny now works off the right, spins off the window and through. Danny Mendez throwing it high off the glass as Charlotte Firstall was there defensively for the Yellow Jackets, but the scoring is underway here after we had zeros for just under the first minute. And right now they'll go down to Firstall. Great job to get the Yellow Jackets on the board as we are tied at 2. Charlotte absolutely sealing Danny there in the low post, and then a nice entrance pass gave her the ability to put it off the window. As noted, tied at 2. Mahima now works the right side, stops at the elbow, kicks it back up. 3 ball off the iron, no good, bounces around. Firstall comes away with the rebound as Helena Hill had the miss for the 3 for the Raiders. Still knotted at 2, a minute and a half into this afternoon's game. Ball being knocked around. Danny goes down and grabs it. Mahima now with it. She'll walk it across the timeline. Want to take this opportunity to welcome all of you who are watching up in the Superior area on GoRaiders.com. Mahima with the turnaround jumper is good. Glad we're able to bring you this afternoon's game. It's a 4-2 advantage right now for MSOE as last week's NACC Player of the Week hits the turnaround jumper. Now Mahima, a little token pressure here as the Yellow Jackets will bring it across the timeline. Elise Bessinen to do the honors, almost had it knocked away by Curley. Lana, good job defensively there for MSOE. And now we're going to get a foul, and I believe it's going to be on Lana Curley, and I want to correct myself because it was Elena Hill initially with the defense. So Lana's going to pick up the foul, gets credited there with the first personal, first team on the reach. With 17 on the shot clock, the Yellow Jackets back at it offensively, trailing by 2 in this opening quarter. Bennison can't get it to go. Averaging just over 13 a game, misses that one. Pace increased, Danny underneath, and now we're gonna say a travel violation as Danny picked that pivot foot up, trying to execute that spin move like she did in the first possession. So an empty trip and a turnover here for the Raiders, leading by 2, just under 7.5 in this first quarter. 3 ball. In and around and out. And then Superior will get it right back. Good entry pass in. Unfortunately, the miss, it'll go off of Danny Mendez as Emily Daler had it underneath and just put too much of it, high off the window. With 13 on the shot clock. Bennison. Now we'll go inside. We'll kick it back out. Elise hesitates. Nice floater. Elise Bennison averaging 13.8 a game. The senior from Michigan. A little dribble hesitation there. Got the Raiders up off their feet, and then she put the teardrop in. And we're tied at 4 with 6:45 to go in this opening quarter. Mahima between the circles. Comes left here to Curley. Lana drives, she's tripped, she's going to end up going to the line At least that's what I would say, because I would say, as the NBA would be, you're in the act of shooting, but that's not the case. She was on the ground, and with that, it'll be the Raiders inbounding baseline on the far side. Lana gets it right back, throws it up, ton of contact, no call. Now the battle for the rebound. Danny wins that one. Good hustle that time. Hill kicks, Curley, three, drew nothing but air. Daylor comes away with the rebound off the miss from Lana, and it's still knotted up at 4 with 6:15 to go here in this first quarter. Again, the Yellow Jackets in the midst of a 4-game losing streak, trying to put that to an end. 3 ball, that one short as well. Ball, I think, went off the foot of Hill off the miss from Katie Dobson. And so both teams early on here struggling a little bit from the perimeter with 6:03 to go first quarter. We're still tied at 4. As the Yellow Jackets inbound along the side. Daylor had it momentarily, gets it back out. Dobson kicks left side off the wing. That jumper no good. The rebound, second chance opportunity, and Mahima's going to get called with the foul as Mackenzie Leisha able to not only get the rebound, but to go back up, draws the contact, and now she'll head to the line to shoot 2. Mahima Chokshi will pick up her first here. That's the second on the Raiders here in this opening quarter, as the first free throw is good. Elsa Olsen getting set to check in. And the second free throw is good. So Mackenzie Leisha gets both, along with Emily Coonrod. So a couple of substitutions here for head coach Emily Carpenter in her 3rd season at UW Superior. Mendez back over to Hill, and then it's Mahima now between the circles to direct some offense. Hill now with it. Gets it to Danny above the circle. Danny works the right side, needs a little help with the left hand, throws it up. Danny got caught in no man's land there. I think she was looking for somebody to cut so she could get a pass off, but in the midst of taking that step, had to do something, otherwise she was going to turn it over. So she threw up a prayer there with the left hand to no avail. 6-4 in favor of Superior. 5:10 now to go here in this opening quarter. Dobson gets it inside. The shot missed that time by Charlotte Firstall, and back the other way we go. Curley pushing a little bit of tempo. Now we'll get it back up to Mahima. Along the far side, comes off the screen. At the free throw line, hesitates, drives, kick, 3 ball, left corner pocket is there. Aaliyah Butterbrodt, the sophomore out of Green Bay, hits the left corner 3, and it's a 1-point lead now for the Raiders as Superior now makes their way back down. The shot no good by Coonrod. Emily doing a nice job working off that right wing, getting right to the basket, just couldn't convert. 7-6 in favor of MSOE, inside of 4.5. Aaliyah, she'll come off the screen, kicks it up to Danny. Danny up top, over to Mahima here on the left side. Mahima pulls up, her jumper no good. Rebound falls in the hands of Emily Coonrod, the freshman out of Hastings, Minnesota. Both teams again get through today, get a little bit of a break. But then as we noted, it's off to Indiana for MSOE. Turnover. Here comes Aaliyah. Had help. Maybe a half step late in the pass intended for Helena Hill. However, it goes off of the Yellow Jackets. It will remain MSOE basketball. Hannah Hawes has checked in for the Yellow Jackets. Ella Menson to do the same here for MSOE, along with a couple of others, and we'll get those momentarily as Mahima now will inbound. Drops it into Menson. Ella with the right hand, a lot of contact. She's going to go to the line to shoot 2, as the foul is going to be called on Hannah Hawes, the senior out of Stanley, Wisconsin. Commits her first. That's the team's second. So Ella, in her senior campaign from Colorado, first goes off the back iron. She'll get one more as the Raiders leading by one with 3:44 here again in this opening quarter. There you go. Ella drops the second one in. It's a 2-point lead. And once again, Mahima now offering a little token pressure as Elise Besson into the front court. Drops it off to Coonrod. We'll go back over to Hawes, and we'll play catch around the perimeter. Olsen thought about it for a minute. Besson in. Peterson cut off, but a three in the corner goes in and out. A good look for Elise as we get a whistle and a foul off the ball. The foul's going to be on Chloe Peterson, the 5'9" senior. Picks up her third team foul now on the Yellow Jackets as they'll put a little three-quarter zone press on here and try to alter the offensive flow a bit here for the Raiders. Mahima stops at the elbow. Menson drops it off to Ellie Cole, who I failed to mention had checked into the game off the last time out. Curley with the left hand, can't get it to go. That was great defense that time by Elise Bessanen to not allow Lana any real path to the basket. Lana, as I noted, throwing it up with the left hand, just underlaid it a bit. Now we get the dribble hesitation, jump ball called as Chloe Peterson was making her way to the basket. Mahima Chokshi doing a nice job of getting the tie-up, the possession arrow facing the Raiders. And again, that three-quarter zone press from the Yellow Jackets. Curley across the timeline, now gets between the circles. Throws it over to Menson. Back underneath, there's Lana. She'll kick it out. She'll get it right back into paint. Goes up with the right hand, rattles around and out. Boy, Lana worked hard to get that shot off. She deserved a better break from the home rims. Three ball, right wing, around and out, won't go for Emily Coonrod, and now we get a battle for the loose ball. We're going to get a jump ball, possession arrow now in favor of the Yellow Jackets. So it'll be Chloe Peterson to inbound. Helena Hill's going to check back in. Lana Curley's going to take a break. Peterson will inbound along the far side baseline. Looking for some help with 19 on the shot clock. Olsen. Little dribble hesitation, now throws it back up top. Will swing to the corner, three ball, drew nothing but air. Battle for the loose ball goes to the Yellow Jackets. And then I believe after Hannah Hawes got the rebound, she'll step on the baseline and turn it right back over to MSOE, who leads by 2, 8-6, 1:45 to go here in quarter number one. Both teams, as we noted, been off a little bit from the perimeter as that one drew nothing but air. But the rebound for Ellie Cole will give the Raiders a second chance. Mahima Chokshi unable to capitalize on that. And back come the Yellow Jackets. Olsen with the spin move, and she'll carry. So Mackenzie Leisha will check back into the game here for the Yellow Jackets. Kylie Hewitt will do the same. As far as checking in that goes. Mahima Chokshi now with it. Gets it up the floor to Cole. Cole here on the near side towards the center circle. Goes to the right. That's Mahima. Mahima looking for a screen, now drives. Contact, no call. Shot missed, battle for the loose ball, and a jump ball is called, so it'll be MSOE with possession as we'll get another substitution here. Kira Latvala has checked in. So Latvala checking in for the first time here for the Yellow Jackets. Mahima set to inbound, gets it in. That shot blocked. Ellie Cole the recipient of the inbound pass underneath, had her shot rejected. We're inside of a minute. We're still sitting at 8-6. 3 ball. Right in front of the MSOE bench is Mackenzie Leisha, who hits the 3 to give the Yellow Jackets a 1-point lead at 9-8. A nice crowd here at Edgar Hodgkin Arena this afternoon. Many dressed in black and gold made the trip, or at least maybe from the area, as Mahima, her turnaround goes off the back plate, supporting the Yellow Jackets. Great to have those fans here as well. And let's hope the women now can turn up the percentages a little bit from the perimeter as we make our way through. Ball tapped away. 5 seconds to go. Bounce pass up and in. Nice job executing the fast break offense. Gladowski, as I'll slow down as the horn sounds, gets the bucket, and it's a 10-9 lead after 1 quarter of play here at Edgar Hodgkin Arena. We're going to take a break. Maybe I need it more than the women do right now, but we'll take a break after 1 quarter of play. MSOE leads UW Superior 10-9. This is Raider basketball on the Ian Pizza Raider Network. In the books here this afternoon, it's a 10-9 advantage right now for MSOE. Chiropractic One's primary goal is to find a solution to your pain. Their doctors will identify the root cause of your pain and create a custom care plan to guide you towards and help you maintain optimal health. Go online for more information and see what Chiropractic One has to offer. The Yellow Jackets in the first quarter shooting 3 of 13 for 23%, 1 of 6 from beyond the arc, and 2 of 2 from the charity stripe. For MSOE, their first quarter concludes 4 of 15 for 26%, 1 of 5 from beyond the arc, and 1 of 2 from the free throw line. It's the Yellow Jackets that will begin this second quarter, trailing by 1. Leisha, straight on, straight in. Mackenzie, the 5'7" junior from Somerset, Wisconsin. And now a turnover, an errant pass. And here come the Yellow Jackets, leading by 2, trying to capitalize off the 3 and an early turnover by the Raiders. Not the start MSOE was looking for here, leading by 1 going into this second quarter. Bessinen at the top of the key. Good defense, down to 4 seconds. Yellow Jackets going to have to get something off. The running floater hit the backboard. It'll be a shot clock violation, even though it fell into the hands of Lana Curley. So the Yellow Jackets working that shot clock all the way down, but credit the MSOE defense that time for really clamping down and not allowing UW Superior to find anything open. 3-ball corner pocket, hits the side of the backboard. Ellie Cole had a nice look, just couldn't convert. Lee's bringing it across the timeline. Kenzie Leisha had it momentarily. Charlotte Firstall with it. Drops it off to the left side. Running baseline floater is good for Katie Dobson. Katie, as we noted, the second leading scorer here for the Yellow Jackets, averaging just over 11 with that running teardrop. And I think we're going to have to check the scoreboard because they have it knotted at 12, but that's not the case. It's a 4-point advantage right now for the Yellow Jackets. It's MSOE looking to get something going here in this second quarter. 3 on the shot clock, got to put it up. And a shot clock violation. The women lost track of the shot clock. And so the turnover being committed as Sam Schmidt will check into the game for the first time this afternoon. Leah Butterbrot will check back in here as well for head coach Hannah Trees in her 5th season here at MSOE. So both teams with shot clock violations here in the second quarter. However, it's UW Superior with a 4-point lead. Alicia drops it off to Firstall. Firstall guarded by Danny Mendez. Gives it right back to McKenzie. McKenzie, nice bounce pass in. Danny fighting underneath. Boy, Danny got herself out of position, but fought her way back defensively to make it tough. And then a 3-ball left corner pocket. Katie Dobson once again. And just like that, it's a 7-point lead. It's a 7-0 run right now for the Yellow Jackets. Danny Mendez now above the arc. Trying to float it inside and does, and then quadruple teamed. And the Raiders able to kick it out, but it's a 3-second violation as Danny got caught in no man's land. And I would suspect, depending upon how this possession goes from the Yellow Jackets, we could see a timeout being taken by the Raiders, now trailing by 7. And I need to correct my math because it's an 8-0 run right now here for the Yellow Jackets. Nothing like doing basic math in the midst of a game. And now we're going to get a reach as the call is going to be made against Sam Schmidt, the 5'5 freshman from Oregon. Wisconsin will pick up her first personal. It's the first team foul of the quarter. Mackenzie Leisha here will inbound along the side, drops it over to Elise. Gives it right back to McKenzie. McKenzie now set up between the circles. Hannah Trees pleading with her team defensively to move their feet. Now off the drive, and the shot is missed, but the foul is going to be on Danny Mendez. As the Yellow Jackets will now head to the line. Elise Bessinen, the leading scorer here for the Yellow Jackets, will get 2. As the first one goes. Elise did a nice job getting around Sam Schmidt. And then as Danny rotated over to try and help defensively, the contact committed. As the second is missed. Ellie Cole with the rebound. Sam to the front court, goes left side. 3-ball, much needed. Lana Curley, the freshman, hits the 3, and again, that was something that was needed as the Raiders had gone 3+ without a bucket, and now find themselves within 5 as the Yellow Jackets try to answer. 13 on the shot clock. Another 3 is made, this time Elise Bessinen. So after a bit of a rough first quarter shooting for both teams, and then the turnover, and right back here to the Raiders. Got to protect the basketball. It'll be last touched here by Katie Dobson as Mahima Chokshi will check in. Sam Schmidt will take a break. Bit of an Achilles heel for the Raiders in protecting that basketball once the press gets enacted. Fortunately, Katie Dobson, if you're the Raiders, knocked it out of bounds. Mahima, who has just checked in, drives off the window. Late whistle. She's going to shoot 2. I believe it's going to be on Hannah Hawes. It is. That'll be her second. First on the team as Mahima will head to the line here to shoot 2. And the first is good. So as we noted, the NACC Player of the Week now set to take her second. And converts. 5:31 to go before we get to intermission. 21-15 in favor of Superior. We've had a really strong beginning to the second quarter, but again, we're just about halfway through. So let's see if the Raiders now can clamp down once again defensively and get a couple of shots. Danny comes over. Great weak side help that time from Mendez on Hannah Hawes. And they'll move the ball quickly to the front court, that being MSOE. Now pulls it back as Mahima making her way here to the elbow. Cole drops it off to Butterbrot. Pulls up, jumper off the back plate, can't get it to go. Boy, a lot of contact underneath as Danny Mendez went hard to the floor. No whistle, and back the other way come the Yellow Jackets. Dobson at the top of the key. From the elbow, kicks it to the corner. Bessinen, dribble drive, teardrop, there it is again. That shot has been there for the Yellow Jackets here in the first 15 plus minutes, where they've head faked and been able to get the defense of the Raiders up off the floor, and then they just teardrop that thing in from about 7 feet. Cole with it. That's a long three. That didn't look good right from the get-go. Butterbrot with the save, but it falls right into the hands of the Yellow Jacket. Lana just a couple of steps past her range, even though she was open. Inside of 4 minutes here. 23-15. Bounce pass inside. Aaliyah, good job defensively as the pass intended for Katie Dobson was knocked away by Butterbrot. Here comes Mahima. Reverse layup, you betcha. Mahima Chokshi will get the reverse layup, and with that, we'll get a 30-second timeout taken by the Yellow Jackets with 3:40 to go here before we get to intermission. The Raiders pull within 6, 23-17. Spend the night in the original Pabst Blue Ribbon Brewery. The Brewhouse Inn and Suites stands as a beacon of Milwaukee's rich history and contemporary allure, offering an unrivaled experience at the intersection of heritage and luxury. Recently recognized as one of the best hotels in the Midwest, the property boasts the distinction of being the only one of its kind in the country. We invite guests to relive the past within the walls of a meticulously restored brewery, now transformed into a modern, thoughtfully designed hotel experience. Book your stay at brewhousesuites.com. So a little bit different in quarter number 2 right now. The Yellow Jackets have increased their shooting percentage to 40% on 8 of 20 from the floor. The Raiders 6 of 20, shooting 30% with 3:40 remaining here again in this opening half. Mackenzie Lisa and Elise Bessinen each leading the Yellow Jackets and the game with 8. Aaliyah Butterbrot, Lana Curley with 3, along with Mahima Chokshi to balance out the attack here for MSOE. It's the Yellow Jackets with the basketball after taking that 30-second timeout. Coonrod. Bessinen. Danny. Travel. Good job that time from Danny Mendez, staying vertical. Even with the initiated contact, didn't get drawn into it. Held her ground, and the turnover committed. Let's see the Raiders capitalize here and get back within striking distance. Mahima comes left side to Cole. Over to Danny at the top of the key. Gives it right over to Mahima. Mahima will take the 3 straight on off the front rim. No good. Danny was right there underneath. I wish she would have turned because she had the shot. The ball being batted around, and it'll go into the hands of the Yellow Jackets. Oh, Danny had a wide open look. But again, very easy for me to say when I'm sitting up here, not in the midst of contact. Great block that time from Ellie Cole off the drive from Haley Jurdy. And Ellie, again, staying vertical, just like Danny did with the last possession, able to get the block. So a fresh shot clock here. And I was just going to say that shot clock should be down to 20 because there wasn't a change of possession. So we'll reset the shot clock here momentarily.
Shot clock to 20. Or Superior 12,
Mackenzie Leisha back into the game. She'll inbound now that the clock, that being the shot clock, is reset. 2:25 to go on the game clock as the Yellow Jackets inbound. Bessinen with it, goes back to the left corner. Mahima, good job defensively that time, was not going to allow Mackenzie Leisha a path to the basket. Last few possessions, the Raiders have really stepped things up on the defensive end on the floor. Now we just need a shot. Bit of a wild shot there from Mahima, and Danny's there, the rebound and bucket. Danny padding the stats with that one, 23-19, inside of 2. So after a 9-0 run by the Yellow Jackets, MSOE stepping things up defensively, have now drawn within 4, and they're going to say a line violation committed by Haley Jurdy. It'll be Charlotte Firstel has checked into the game. Chloe Peterson also checking into the game. It'll be Nina Pearl entering here for Ellie Cole. With 1:35 to go before break. Aaliyah gives it to Nina. Over to Mahima. Inside. Lana turns around, comes up short. And now I hope it won't be on Danny. I think it will, as she's going to get called with the reach. And we should get a substitution here early. So Danny, unfortunately, picks up her second on the reach. It'll be Ella Menson checking back in, as we still sit at 23-19. MSOE has been able to get the stops on the last few Yellow Jacket possessions, and there's another example. As Charlotte Firstel unable to grab the inlet pass after getting position down low. Now it's just a matter offensively if the Raiders get that ball in the bucket. There's that three-quarter press that MSOE has struggled with a little bit. And now a 3 ball from the right wing is nothing but the bottom of the net for Elise Bessinen. And Mahima now has it on the other side of the timeline. 38 seconds remaining here in the opening half. Nina with it. Gives it over to Aaliyah. Bounce pass in. Lana lost it momentarily in the midst of a double team. Kicks it back out. 7 on the shot clock. Mahima at the free throw line. Can't get it to go. Loose ball falls into the hands of the Yellow Jackets with 15 seconds remaining here as they'll slow it up. The shot clock is off and they'll play for the last shot. Bessinen goes over to Leisha. Leisha straight on from deep. That one's around and out, and the horn sounds. And we've played 2 quarters of basketball here this afternoon in this non-conference matchup between MSOE and UW Superior. At the end of 2 quarters of play, it's the Yellow Jackets 26, the Raiders 19. We're going to take a 10-minute break. When we come back, we'll get you all the first half stats and get you ready for quarters 3 and 4 here at Edgar Hodgkin Arena. As always, this is Raider Basketball on the Ian Pizza Raider Network.
Need tickets to that next event? Well, at 12 Ounce Sports, we've got them with soccer anywhere in the world. Tickets to any venue, any sport. Want to go to NCAA or NFL football matches? We've got them.
Yeah.
Baseball at every level. Every Power 5 matchup is available. Don't forget, costumes and paint are optional. What's that? You want to go to Broadway? We have those too. Want to jam out? Every concert, every artist. That's right, at 12 Ounce Sports, we've got the tickets for less. 12ozsports.com/tickets. That's 12ouncesports.com/tickets.
Welcome to MyBookie. You're ready to create an account and start making money. And we're here to help. And remember, you can get a bonus of up to $1,000 on your first deposit. Now you're ready to bet. Just go to mybookie.ag, visit the sports book, click on your bet, and input the amount you want to risk or win in the bet slip. Yes, it's that easy. Just remember, at MyBookie, you play, you win, you get paid.
America, get back on track with Dust Pod's Performance Stabilizer. When applied to roadways, it kills dust and strengthens the integrity of the road. Easily applied by mixing with water, Dust Pods is the future in polymer stabilization. Call 1-833-DUST-PODS or visit dustpods.com today.
right, welcome back in as we sit inside of the Kern Center, Edgar Hodgkin Arena, on the campus of MSOE. We're at halftime of this afternoon's non-conference matchup between the Yellow Jackets of UW Superior and the Raiders of MSOE. Right now, it's Superior with a 7-point lead at 26-19. It was the second quarter that elevated the Yellow Jackets and put the Raiders behind the proverbial 8-ball as UW Superior outscored the Raiders 17-9 in that second quarter to take this 26-19 lead. But still, 20 minutes of basketball to be played here. And need to take note that if you are getting ready to drive anywhere in the Milwaukee area, I keep getting these alerts all over the place that we got some weather getting ready to roll through. So if you don't have to go anywhere, I would say for the next hour or two, maybe you just want to hunker down, remain with us, watch the end of this afternoon's contest before venturing outside. And if you're like me, you just wait till tomorrow anyway to do your Christmas shopping, because it's better late than never. Halftime being brought to you by Aloft Hotels. If you're looking to discover Milwaukee, check out Aloft Milwaukee, adjacent to the bustling Deer District and just minutes away from MSOE. This hotel boasts an ideal location to experience the Brew City. Enjoy being steps away from the Fiserv Forum, home of the Milwaukee Bucks, as well as the city's hub for world-class entertainment. Embrace an action-packed Milwaukee. Stay at Aloft Milwaukee downtown. So let's get through the first half here. First for the Yellow Jackets of Superior. Their 26 points will come on 9 of 24 shooting for 37.5%. They'll go 5 of 11 from beyond the arc and 3 of 4 from the free throw line. They'll be paced by Elsie Bessinen. She's got 11. Mackenzie Licio with 8 and Katie Dobson with 5. Your top 3 scorers there for UW Superior. And for MSOE, their first half will conclude 7 of 26 from the floor for 26%, 2 of 9 from beyond the arc, and 3 of 4 from the free throw line. Mahima Chokshi will lead the scoring attack for MSOE. She's got 6. Danny Mendez with 4. Aaliyah Butterbrot has 3. Lana Curley also with 3. Shelby Gladowski with 2. And Ella Menson with 1. UW Superior had 12 turnovers in that first half. And if you would have watched those first 2 quarters the way we did from our vantage point, that is one of those stat lines I thought would be completely reversed, especially as UW Superior went to that 3-quarter zone press that kind of altered MSOE and how they were executing offensively and just trying to get the ball over the timeline. But nonetheless, the stats are what they are, and what the scoreboard says is MSOE trailing by 7, 26-19 as we get set to start the third quarter. Aaliyah Butterbrot will inbound here, and she'll do so to Elena Hill. She's joined by Danny Mendez, Mahima Chokshi, and Lana Curley as your starting 5, and a turnover immediately as the ball went through the hands of Aaliyah Butterbrot. So now the Yellow Jackets looking to extend here. Again, just underway in quarter number 3. Not even 30 seconds into it. Leisha at the top. And we're going to get a foul. And I believe it's going to be on Helena Hill. Boy, you get a turnover and then a ticky-tack call like that. That is not what we wanted to see here to start this third quarter. But hopefully the women will be able to persevere a little bit. I have no idea where that came from, to be honest with you. But I'm not the one wearing the stripes. So the Yellow Jackets with possession of the basketball, leading by 7. 3 ball off the front iron, no good. Got to go after the loose ball, and now another whistle. And who are we going to call this on? So Danny Mendez is going to get called for her third. Oh, wait, we're going to correct that. All right, so Emily Daylor is going to get called with the foul. That'll be her second. Guess I need to get off my soapbox, as Mahima now has it between the circles. 26-19. Mahima stumbles a little bit, maintains her dribble, throws it back up top. That's Curley. Lana hands it off. Looking for some help. Aaliyah's got it. Back over to Mahima. 10 on the shot clock. Mahima off the screen. Hesitates. Drives. Stops. Kicks it back out. Lana's got it. Trying to get it back in. Got to put it up. Danny, double team. Trying to fight through. Does and gets the bucket. Now we're going to get a whistle. Boy, I'll tell you, if they say the shot clock went off, okay, it didn't. They counted the bucket. You're going to see a headset get thrown somewhere out in the middle of that floor because there was just no way. But a good job by the refs to talk it through as the ball did go through the net before that horn sounded. 26-21, 8:33 to go here in this third quarter. Bessinen along the baseline, off the window and through. Elise Bessinen, off the hesitation, beat Mahima and had an easy path, and now here comes Aaliyah to the paint, kicks to Danny. Danny is going to be fouled. There was contact underneath as she made her way to the basket. Mackenzie Leisha is going to be credited with the foul. That's the first on Mackenzie. It'll be the second team foul of this quarter. Mahima to inbound. Lana has it. Lana goes cross court over to Mahima. Chokshi now. Drive, stops off the window, can't get it to go. The save, nice job that time by Helena Hill. And now an offensive charge called on Lana Curley. So Lana will pick up her second. Unfortunate on the call, but Helena Hill, what a great save that time off the miss, drifting out of bounds to throw it back in. But again, the turnover committed. Here come the Yellow Jackets leading 28-21. And that will go out of bounds as Katie Dobson was working on Mahima Chokshi. And if you're a Superior fan, you got to be wondering where the whistle was there. And that would be a valid argument on that one. They will inbound. Dobson has it, gets it back up top. Daylor looking for some help. Gets it back over to Katie. Katie at the elbow. Rainbow off the rim and around, no good. It'll be last touch by Superior. Charlotte Firstall tapping it out of bounds as they were battling inside. Now Mahima across the timeline. Stops between the circles. Gets it over to Lana. Lana will go inside to Danny. Danny, bounce pass out. Will swing it around. Mahima will take the three off the iron. No good. Goes back over the backboard. So after careened off that back iron, it kicks straight up and over, and it'll be a turnover for MSOE, trailing 28-21. Bessinen, guarded by Butterbrot. Drops it over to Leisha. Firstall with it. Dobson steps back, thought about the three, and now we're going to get a hold on Danny Mendez. So Danny picks up her third. That was really a heads-up play by Superior because Danny defensively was getting in position for the rebound. It was a pass intended for Firstall, and now an and one. So Helena Hill will pick up her second. That's the team's fourth. The old-fashioned and one coming here for Mackenzie Leisha as she converts. Again, this is a Yellow Jacket team that has lost 4 in a row. And the last thing you wanted to do was give them some confidence, but that's what they've got here now, leading by 10, 31-21, approaching the 6.5-minute mark. Curley drops it off to Menson. Ella gives it back to Mahima. Mahima now drives, gets it back after trying to dish it, and then it'll say off of the Yellow Jackets. There's another instance. I think Mahima would have been better off trying to just take the shot instead of taking that one extra pass. Curley, 4 on the shot clock. Lana's got to get one off. She'll drive off the window, contact, no call. And now she'll commit the foul on the reach. Mackenzie Leisha was there to get the rebound. Lana, I think purely out of frustration, is going to get credited with that foul, and with that, the Yellow Jackets into the bonus. That's the 5th team foul, as Mackenzie Leisha now shooting 2. And hits. Gets them both. 33-21. It's a 7-2 run here for the Yellow Jackets, going back to that 3-quarter pressure. That time, MSOE able to work their way out of it, as Mahima now gets set between the circles, comes off the screen, drives with the left hand off the window and through. I think Mahima just knew there was a path there, and she was not going to be denied to get the Raiders back within 10. 33-23, 5:42 to go in this 3rd quarter. Dobson goes to the corner. The Raiders now extending themselves defensively. Aaliyah got a hand on it, trying to overplay the pass to Bessanen. Now the baseline jumper is there. Emily Daylor hits the baseline jumper from about 10 feet, and now Mahima crosses the timeline, but she's going to be fouled by Katie Dobson.
Superior foul 3, Katie Dobson, your first.
So Katie picks up her first.
And for Superior 34.
Hannah Haas has checked into the game here once again for the Yellow Jackets. We've got 20 on the shot clock. Mahima off the screen. Drives, kicks. Curley, 3 off the back iron, no good. Rebound, Charlotte Firstall. Well executed play that time from MSOE. Curley just unable to hit from the right corner pocket. And now Aaliyah's going to get called with the reach. It's been a rough 5 minutes and change here for the Raiders, as Elise Bessanen now will head to the free throw line. It'll be Kylie Hewitt, the 5'10 junior from Hurley, Wisconsin, checking in here for the Yellow Jackets. And the first is good. So Elise Bessanen at the line. Shelby Glodowski looking to check in. She was whistled, and then they said no, and she'll go back to the table. She'll be in momentarily. As Elise gets both. The leading scorer for the Yellow Jackets hits her 2 free throws to extend the lead to 37-23, the biggest lead by UW Superior here this afternoon, with 4:53 remaining in the 3rd quarter. Three-quarter press once again. Raiders able to break it. Curley for 3. That one will come up short. Lana's just having a rough afternoon from the perimeter here today. Had a good look. Just off a little bit here on this pre-holiday matchup. The drive, no good. Ball being tapped around, still being tapped around. Now tied up. Possession arrow facing UW Superior. Mahima able to get the tie-up as Hannah Hawes had it momentarily. It'll be Ellie Cole checking into the game. MSOE only shooting 27% right now from the field as Mahima blocking the inbound pass. On 9 of 33, only 2 of 12 from beyond the arc for 16%. That tells you just the kind of afternoon we've seen here at Edgar Hodgkin Arena, and now a foul. And with the fact that Superior has been in the bonus, they'll head back to the free throw line. So Shelby Glodowski is going to pick up her first. It'll be Kylie Hewitt to the free throw line and can't get it to go. She'll get one more. As Superior leading 37-23. And the second one will go, make it 38-23, up to 15 now. The Raiders got their work cut out for them with 4:20 to go here in the third quarter. Turnover. And that should have been a travel, but no call as the bucket goes for Mackenzie Leisha. MSOE continues to struggle with the three-quarter press. They finally get it across the timeline. And now Mahima will set shop up between the circles. Almost had her pocket picked there by Elise Bessinen. 6 on the shot clock. Drops it off. Butterbrodt. Aaliyah with the left hand. Threw one up wildly. Missed the rim. Shot clock violation. The Raiders are completely out of sorts, and with that, we're going to get a timeout on the floor. With 3:38 to go in this third quarter, it's a full timeout taken by Hannah Trees and the Raiders. It's UW Superior leading 40-23. We'll take a timeout as well. We're back in 30.
Need tickets to that next event? Well, at 12-ounce Sports, we've got them with soccer anywhere in the world. Tickets to any venue, any sport. Want to go to NCAA or NFL football matches? We've got them.
Yeah.
Baseball at every level. Every Power 5 matchup is available. Don't forget, costumes and paint are optional. What's that? You want to go to Broadway? We have those too. Want to jam out? Every concert, every artist. That's right, at 12-ounce Sports, we've got the tickets for less. 12ozsports.com/tickets. That's 12ouncesports.com/tickets.
All right, welcome back after the timeout taken by MSOE as they trail 40-23. They've been outscored 14-4 here in this third quarter. As the Yellow Jackets again trying to bust out of a 4-game losing streak with 3.5 to go here in quarter number 3. MSOE got a number of stops, if you'll recall, in that second quarter, but just couldn't convert offensively. We'll get a 3-ball. That one's off the front iron. The shot taken by Mackenzie Leisha comes up a little bit short. Here comes Mahima, so there's a stop. Now Aaliyah with it along the baseline, and she'll travel. MSOE trying to make that extra pass here this afternoon, but a couple of instances where they're right there at the bucket might be more advantageous to take the shot as opposed to that extra pass. So let's see if MSOE now can get another stop and maybe this time convert offensively, as the Yellow Jackets are going to get called for a 3-second violation. So again, just like we saw in that second quarter, as Danny Mendez now will check in the game. MSOE stepping things up defensively, but have been ice cold from the field. 26% here this afternoon, and we'll get a kick. Mahima now with it. Mahima will get it across the timeline. As she'll break the press single-handedly. Thought about the three, pulls it back up, gets it right back. Now she'll take it off the iron, no good. Off the miss, the putback is there. Shelby Glodowski, right place, right time. As Superior had gotten the miss and then went to the floor and lost the handle, and Shelby able to pick it up, put it in, as the Raiders now trailing by 15, and a call off the dribble drive there from Kylie Hewitt.
Raider foul 14, Ellie Cole, her first.
So Ellie Cole will pick up her first, the sophomore out of Fort Atkinson,
Kylie Hewitt,
as the Yellow Jacks have been in the bonus seemingly forever in this quarter. Misses the first. This is eerily reminiscent of what we saw in quarter number 2, where defensively the Raiders step things up again, just struggling from the field, as the second one will go. Kylie Hewitt goes 1 of 2. Here comes the press. Ball knocked away, turnover. And we'll get a travel violation as Kylie Hewitt took an extra step before she got the dribble to go. So for the Raiders, it's a fortunate break, because once again, they are just having issues in this three-quarter zone press. Mahima now across the timeline. Almost traveled there. Gives it over to Danny. Danny gives it right back. Mahima now barks out the offensive set between the circles. She'll work the right side down Main Street. Thought about getting it in. There's a three ball off the iron, no good. Rebound is there once again for Shelby. Shelby puts it back up. She's fouled. So Glodowski takes the three as it goes off the back iron. She's able to follow it up in order to get the rebound. The putback with the contact will put her on the free throw line to shoot 2. Katie Dobson is going to check back into the game. Charlotte Firstall will do the same here for UW Superior, as Shelby will shoot 2. And the first rattles around and out. The second one's good. She'll go 1 of 2. We're inside a minute and a half. It's 41-25 here in this third quarter as we make our way into the holiday season. 3 ball, right wing. That one comes up short. Katie Dobson had a nice look, just came up short. There's the double team. Bounce pass to Mahima. Mahima across the timeline. Comes off the screen from Danny, and now a trip. And I think the foul is going to be called on Elsa Olsen. We'll double check that in a moment. It is. So the 5'4" junior picks up her first. And with 59.6 seconds now, the Raiders have entered bonus territory. So Mahima will shoot 2. First is good. Seconds there. Mahima unofficially with 9. As we said, we're under a minute in quarter number 3. 41-28. The right corner. I have no idea, how that wasn't a tie-up. And if it was going to be a tie-up, then a travel call at the very least, as we'll get a 3. That one drew nothing but air. Off the miss from Elise Bessinen. So we've got a 3.2 second differential between shot clock and game clock as Mahima now brings it to the front court. At the top of the key. Going to pull it out. I have a feeling the Raiders want to work this thing down as much as possible in hopes of getting the last shot and then getting to quarter number 4 and start putting this thing within at least striking distance to make a game of it. And now we're going to get an offensive foul called on Danny Mendez.
Raider foul 21. Danny Mendez reporting.
Listen, I know I'm looking at this through red and white goggles of MSOE, but the guys in stripes have been a little ticky-tack today as we start making our way towards the Christmas season. You can hear them calling it in the background. Off the drive, the bucket's no good. Elise Bessinen off the dribble penetration, can't get it to fall, and 3/4 of play. Now we're in the books. After 3/4, it's UW Superior 41, MSOE 28. We'll take a quick break, and we come back. We'll get.
Need tickets to that next event? Well, at 12-ounce Sports, we've got them with soccer anywhere in the world. Tickets to any venue, any sport. Want to go to NCAA or NFL football matches? We've got them.
Yeah.
Baseball at every level. Every Power 5 matchup is available. Don't forget, costumes and paint are optional. What's that? You want to go to Broadway? We have those too. Want to jam out? Every concert, every artist. That's right, at 12-ounce Sports, we've got the tickets for less. 12ozsports.com/tickets. That's 12ouncesports.com/tickets.
$41-28 in favor of UW Superior as we make our way into quarter number 4. It will be Raider basketball. Again, the Raiders this afternoon only shooting 27% and only 2 of 14 from beyond the arc. And immediately Superior picks the pocket of Mahima Chokshi, and then she'll get credited for the foul as Elise Bessinen with the steal will end up at the free throw line.
Second, first on the team.
And makes the first.
That's Elise Hassanin at the line.
So Elise with a great job defensively to start this 4th quarter, able to get the steal, makes her way all the way down the court. Again, the foul on Mahima, and she'll go 2 for 2. The broken record continues. Here's the 3/4 press, and this time MSOE able to break it easily. And now Mahima with it between the circles, being hounded up top, wants to drive, kick, ball knocked out of bounds, contact underneath. They'll say it went off the hands, I believe, of Katie Dobson. Mahima looking into the corner, trying to find Aaliyah, who was camped there for a 3, and now off the pick comes Shelby Glodowski, who is able, my apologies, to bank it through to make it 43-30 inside of 9.5 to go. Just get this thing within 10, just under 10 at the 5-minute mark. Give yourself an opportunity as the Yellow Jackets in the paint, goes up with the left hand, that's no good. Daylor, ball still being knocked around. They'll say it went off, I believe, of Shelby Glodowski. A lot of steps being taken in that particular moment, but no call. The 3 off the back plate, no good from Dobson. And Mahima climbs the ladder to get the rebound, and she'll bring it across the timeline. On the crossover, Mahima to the block, needs some help. Able to get it to Shelby, and now a foul. Incidental contact that time from Emily Daylor, who was busting out defensively, got her foot tangled up and then crashed in to Shelby. So it is her 3rd, the first team foul, both teams with 1 here, and then will dribble it out of bounds. No, they'll say it went off of Emily Daylor. As Shelby Glodowski had made her way to the baseline. Now gets it off the inlet pass. Cole over to Mahima. Her jumper's good. So Mahima makes it 43-32. Inside of 8.5. We go inside to Dobson. Dobson had it poked away. Shelby Glodowski busts out of the pack to the front court. Off the window, too strong. Good job defensively that time from Shelby. Did even a better job of trying to protect the basketball. Just put it off the window a little bit too firmly there. And with that, with 8:01 remaining in the game, we're going to get a timeout taken by head coach Emily Carpenter and the Yellow Jackets of UW Superior. It's Superior 43, MSOE 32. This is Raider basketball on the Ian Pizza Raider Network. .801 to go. 43-32 in favor of UW Superior. This timeout being brought to you by Rochambeau Coffee and Tea House, located at 1317 East Brady Street. They love to promote exceptional products from passionate businesses that champion the well-being of the planet and its inhabitants. Come on in and enjoy the house. Your oasis on Brady Street. Open until midnight every night. Find out more at Rochambeau.com. So the timeout, as we noted, taken by UW Superior. MSOE trailing by 11. Both teams now making their way back out onto the floor, and we're ready for some more basketball. Dobson got the inbound. Gave it right back to Leisha. Leisha on the bounce pass, and the foul is going to be called on Aaliyah Butterbrot.
Raider foul 1, Aaliyah Butterbrot. Her second, team second.
So Aaliyah picks up her second. And off the drive, and a brilliant move that time by Elise Bessanen. Bessanen just found a gap and was able to make her way right to the hoop. And using the glass makes it 45-32. As Mahima now has it on the near side above the arc. Ellie to the corner. Aaliyah cut off. 8 on the shot clock. Mahima looking for some help. Aaliyah now comes to the wing with the right hand. Can't get it to go. Force that one a little bit. Daylor comes away with the rebound. Superior has done a nice job here in the second half of taking the passing lanes out for MSOE. Now the drive and another foul. And guess who's going to the line? Elise Bessanen once again.
MSOE foul 4, Mahima Chakshi, her third.
So Mahima will pick up her third. And they have not had an answer here for Elise, as she has found the slightest of gaps defensively by the Raiders and been able off the dribble penetration to put herself on the free throw line as she hits the first. Lana Curley checking back in here for the Raiders, and both free throws are there. 47-32, 7:04 to go. Still plenty of time here for the Raiders. But the need for something from the perimeter to fall is going to be a necessity. Mahima, she'll take a long three. That one's off the iron. Well contested again by the Yellow Jackets. MSOE shooting 29% from the field. Check that, 32% on 12 of 41. They're 29% as we get a turnover. As I had the hamster wheel of death here for a moment with the laptop, let's go back and get this straightened out. MSOE shooting 29% on 12 of 41 from the field, 13% from beyond the arc. Make that even less off the miss that time from Ellie Cole. My apologies for that. Every once in a while you rely on technology, but when you get the hamster wheel of death, things start blinking and flashing and you just got to reset everything. 6 minutes remaining, 47-32. The story today will be Bessinen, who's going to take the three. It goes off the back iron. Ellie Cole on a nice box out gets the rebound, and right now the Raiders' inability to just hit anything from the perimeter. Curley underneath, beautiful pass that time to find Shelby Glodowski for the bucket. Lana got kind of caught in no man's land, and now Mahima with the steal. She'll drive, and one coming. Mackenzie Leisha thought she had stayed vertical as Mahima draws the contact, banks it through. And a free throw here. And you've got a Raider team within 10. 5:25 to go. MSOE trying to mount a feverish comeback here, and we're going to get another turnover. A little bit of miscommunication between Leisha and Bessinen as the ball goes out of bounds. And now let's see if the Raiders can get this thing down to single digits. Mahima lost the handle, ball being knocked around. We'll get a jump ball possession arrow, Yellow Jackets.
Jump ball. On the out for the possession, it belongs to Superior.
Fortunate break that time for the Raiders. A missed opportunity as we head our way to the 5-minute mark. A 10-point lead for the Yellow Jackets. Gotten a couple of turnovers again. Just need to capitalize a little bit better offensively. Ball being knocked away. It'll be last touched by the Raiders. As Charlotte Firstall was trying to make her way to the block. There's 13 on the shot clock as they inbound. Dobson with it. Being hounded by Lana. They got to drive. Take a shot here as it's winding down. Shot clock violation, yes. A little late on the whistle, but the shot clock violation was there. Good defense once again by the Raiders. With the exception of the first quarter, if you take the second, third, and now the fourth quarters, defensively, the Raiders have really stepped things up. Mahima drops it through. Right elbow jumper is good. 47-39. This quarter, some of those shots are falling. Continue to get the turnovers. Continue to hound defensively the way they have been. And give yourself a chance here to mount the comeback. Off the head fake, down low. Good rotation once again by the Raiders. Here comes a long three off the front iron, no good. Rebound, the putback, no good. Charlotte Firstall was there for the rebound and just came up short with the turnaround jumper. And now with 3:40 to go, the Raiders can get within 6. Mahima will drive off the back plate, won't go. I think Mahima thought there was contact there, but no call. Superior looking a little bit tired here with 3:26 to go. It's a 30-second timeout taken by the Yellow Jackets as they lead the Raiders 47-39.
America, get back on track with Dust Pods Performance Stabilizer. When applied to roadways, it kills dust and strengthens the integrity of the road. Easily applied by mixing with water. Dust Pods is the future. And polymer stabilization. Call 1-833-DUST-PODS or visit dustpods.com today.
.com to book your reservation today. So the Yellow Jackets, as we noted, taking the 30-second timeout. Looked a little bit out of sorts, so a good timeout taken by Emily Carpenter in her third season as the head coach at UW Superior, as they lead 47-39. Dobson, head fakes, pulls up, her jumper off the iron, no good. Battle for the loose ball, bodies falling everywhere, and now a whistle. And I think we're going to get a foul on Kylie Hewitt. So that'll be the first on Kylie. Danny Mendez checking back in. Danny having to sit a little bit, getting called for some ticky-tack stuff early on in this half has re-entered the game. That's an added bonus right now for the Raiders as we approach the 3-minute mark. Lana trying to throw it into the right corner, had it knocked away. Shelby Glodowski was sitting there beyond the arc, but a nice defensive play by the Yellow Jackets. Danny now has it. Goes up with the left hand, she's fouled. And that's where Danny will have the benefit here as she does some great post work in the paint. So the foul is going to be called on Hannah Hawes. That's 4 on Hannah. That's 4 here on the Yellow Jackets as Danny now headed to the line to shoot 2. Can't get it to go as the ball rattles around the rim. Those home rims should be a little more gracious. Second one's good. Checking in is Ella Menson. So I have a feeling Hannah Trees here with the fouls that Danny has had is going to go offense-defense here with that substitution pattern. 47-40. The Raiders have gotten this thing back within 7, inside of 3 minutes, 2:50 remaining. Dobson, contact, no whistle. Hawes in the paint, extra steps. Shelby Glodowski stepped in with a little defensive help there, and it caused Hawes to take that extra step, trying to split the double team. So another turnover. And the Raiders with a chance to get it within 5, if not 4. Mendez has checked back in. Danny, she's going to drive with the left hand, can't get it to go. Tough break. Danny did everything you needed to do except watch that thing fall through the net. Inside of 2.5. Leisha gets it right back. Thought about the 3, pulls it back down, hands it to Dobson. Dobson will take the 3. That drew nothing but air. Dobson had a good look. It was a high arcing shot. And again, a 7-point lead. MSOE trying to cut this thing. Danny's going to drive, contact, she's fouled, she's going to go to the line. So from this point forward, the Raiders will be in the bonus as Danny now will shoot 2. Charlotte Firstel will pick up the foul. That'll be her first as Danny now gets an opportunity here to shoot 2. First is good. So Danny with a chance to pull the Raiders within 5. And does. After being down as many as 15 with 1:57 to go, we get that offensive-defensive substitution once again from Hannah Trees as Ella Menson will check back into the game. We're inside of 2. 47-42. Raiders able to get a couple of stops, and Mahima got caught with a hand in the cookie jar there with the reach. Mahima's picked up her fourth. Now she's going to have to be careful running the point guard here. And let's see if the Yellow Jackets try to take advantage of that, as Elise Bessinen has done a remarkable job off the dribble penetration. She'll come off the screen. Off the wing, the jumper is good from 15. 49-42 inside a minute and a half. Early across the timeline. Ella looking for Mahima, drops it off, cross court. Gets it right back inside. Curley off the window, no good. The miss, the rebound falls into the hands of Charlotte Fistel. Charlotte standing strong there in the midst of all of that contact, able to get the rebound. Now a three-ball right corner pocket is there. Katie Dobson left alone, right corner pocket three, and a timeout. It's a full timeout with 53.5 seconds remaining, and we'll take a timeout as well as the Yellow Jackets lead the Raiders 52-42. This is Raider basketball.
Need tickets to that next event? Well, at 12 Ounce Sports, we've got them with soccer anywhere in the world. Tickets to any venue, any sport. Want to go to NCAA or NFL football matches? We've got them.
Yeah.
Baseball at every level. Every Power 5 matchup is available. Don't forget, costumes and paint are optional. What's that? You want to go to Broadway? We have those too. Want to jam out? Every concert, every artist. That's right, at 12 Ounce Sports, we've got the tickets for less. 12ozsports.com/tickets. That's 12ouncesports.com/tickets.
Looking for your own MSOE gear, check out their team store at sideline.bsnsports.com. Once again, that's sideline.bsnsports.com. It'll be Ellie Cole to inbound off of the timeout. Mahima gets it. Top of the key. And now a quick whistle, as the foul is going to be called on number 22, Elise Bessinen. And I don't know if you could hear head coach Emily Carpenter in the background, just in complete disgust over that whistle. As much as I love to watch games through red and white glasses, I have to agree with her on that one. As Mahima now hits the first, she'll get one more. And gets them both. And so now we're going to get a timeout. It's a full timeout once again. This one taken by UW Superior with 49.6 seconds remaining, 52-44, and we'll be right back.
America, get back on track with Dust Pods Performance Stabilizer. When applied to roadways, it kills dust and strengthens the integrity of the road. Easily applied by mixing with water. Dust Pods is the future in polymer stabilization. Call 1-833-DUST-PODS or visit dustpods.com today.
All right, here we go. 49.6 seconds remaining in this afternoon's game. The Raiders trying to make a valiant comeback on an afternoon that things have not gone well from the floor, shooting 15 of 49 as we get had the turnover off the double team. Alana Curley's going to have to get the foul in order to now preserve some clock. So Lana picks up her fourth, as we'll get Danny Mendez checking back into the game. Also checking into the game, Emily Daylor. And at the line here for the Yellow Jackets is Mackenzie Leisha. Gets the first. Chance here with this second free throw to get it back to double digits. And does. So she'll go 2 for 2. And now it'll be MSOE taking the timeout with 47.1 seconds remaining. We'll leave it right here and let you know that Athlete Performance prides itself in building all-around athletes, focusing on the small details. It allows Athlete Performance to improve performance and reduce the risk of injury. Their athlete interval training format places the correct emphasis on developing motor patterns, energy systems, and strength in a linear fashion. You go to trainapp.net for more information. Right now, the Yellow Jackets shooting 16 of 47 from the floor at 34%, 6 of 20 from beyond the arc, and 16 of 19 from the free throw line. MSOE, they're shooting 15 of 49 for 30%, 2 of 16 from three-point land, 12 of 15 from the free throw line. The biggest disparity right now is the Yellow Jackets have out-rebounded MSOE 35 to 21. Mahima has it. She'll take the jumper. Got it. 54-46 and another timeout with 39 seconds remaining. Both coaches are going to make sure all of these timeouts are spent before we head into the holiday season. 54-46. Again, it will be Yellow Jackets basketball when we resume play. Let's take a peek at some of the leaders as it stands right now. Elise Bessinen, she leads all scorers with 23. Mackenzie Leisha with 17. Katie Dobson with 8. Charlotte Firstall has 2. For the Raiders, Mahima Chakshi with 21. Danny Mendez with 9. Shelby Gladowski with 9. And Aaliyah Butterbrodt has 3. As I noted going into the last timeout, probably the biggest disparity and one of the reasons why UW Superior has been able to now maintain this double-digit lead is the fact that they have just out-rebounded MSOE, as we noted, 35-21 as the Yellow Jackets look to inbound. Nice overplay that time defensively by Shelby Gladowski, knocking it out of bounds. So the Yellow Jackets look to do it again, and an over-back violation committed by the Yellow Jackets as Mackenzie Leisha either felt as if she could go to the backcourt or just lost court awareness. Either way, it'll be Raider basketball. Mahima now off the left, stops at the elbow, pulls up, jumper off the front iron, no good. Ball being tapped around, still being tapped around as people go to the floor. And we get a jump ball. We had a rugby scrum break out there momentarily, but the possession arrow facing MSOE with 22.8 seconds remaining. Emily Daylor will check into the game here for the Yellow Jackets. Mahima with it. Got to get one off here quickly. 3 ball off the front iron, no good. Rebound. The kick. 3 ball again, no good. Mahima, her jumper off the window and through. That's a 3. 54-49, 5.2 seconds remaining. Ellie Cole will hit and create a quick foul. So Ellie picks up her second with 3.9 seconds remaining. Danny Mendez now will check into the game. Give the the Raiders a ton of credit here this afternoon for fighting back after being down 15 in that third quarter to make a game of it. As the first free throw is good. Katie Dobson, the senior out of Black River Falls, is going to get one more. Emily Carpenter telling her team to just back off. As the second one is good. And a timeout taken by Hannah Trees here with 3.9 seconds remaining. It's 56-49. Seen crazier things happen in the midst of a basketball game. But as we wind this one down, want to wish everybody a Merry Christmas, a Happy Hanukkah, a Happy Kwanzaa, in hopes that you have a very safe holiday season as we make our way towards a new year. And hope that you'll be back with us once we turn the calendar over in 2025 as we get ourselves knee-deep into the NACC conference season. And we'll have all of those home games for you right here on the Ian Pizza Raider Network. Mahima has it, got to shoot. Early, that'll miss, the horn sounds, and we've gone final. Your final today here at Edgar Hodgkin Arena is UW Superior 56, MSOE 49. Let's get you some stats here before we wrap this thing up. UW Superior ends their 4-game losing